Hello, folks. Osak here, coming to you from San Antonio on April the 10th, 2025. And today, I'm going to do a quick review and a little discussion about this little baby right here, Mossberg 88. And it's a Maverick 88 made in Maverick County down at Eagle Pass in Maverick County, Texas. And love this shotgun, folks. And if you look at the reviews on YouTube and elsewhere, you're going to see a lot of high praise for these. We're talking about a budget priced shotgun that runs around $200, maybe $225 now. You can get them on sale still for around $200, which is a complete bargain. The quality of these is really super. They've been put through torture tests. You can see those online, or of course, on other YouTube channels and whatnot. And again, people sing high praise of these. Excellent, excellent shotguns. Now you can see here, this one's empty. I just cycled it, nothing came out. Chamber's empty, and of course the magazine tube is also empty. I'll show you that. See, you can see the little button there instead of the base of the shotgun shell. Okay, so this is it's safe to review and handle. Uh, okay, and so I just want to go over the features real quick on it, and then just have a little bit of a discussion on it. Of course, it's chambered. This one, the model, is chambered in 12 gauge. All right, and this is a Winchester AA target load with eight shot, number 8 shot, so kind of small shot. So you'd be using this for target shooting, like busting clays, or maybe going dove hunting. Okay, and that's the other thing about these, really, really versatile. I also have some others here. For example, here's a slug. It's a little bit longer, 3-inch shell, and has a 1-ounce slug in it that is used for deer hunting, big game hunting, or of course personal defense. Very similar ballistically to a 4570. The slug in 1 ounce is equivalent to 438 grains, which is real similar to a 4570 at its traditional loading, about 1400 feet per second. Okay, with that particular bullet weight. And so very, very, very capable. Of course, this is more like 70 caliber or something like that versus the 45 caliber of the 4570. So very, very versatile. So you can load it with shot, you can load it with slugs. I've also got some on hand here, some buckshot, which is like your premier, if you want to consider that. It's kind of the de rigueur personal defense round. Of course, if you're not concerned about penetrating through walls in your house, the buckshot is a great choice, and just in general. If you are worried about the penetrating through walls in your house, you're better off going with something like this, which will tend not to go through a wall. I mean, if you hold it up to a wall and shoot it into a wall, it'll go through. But as far as like beyond something else that you're shooting, like a bad guy, it tends to penetrate way, way, way less than the others, and it's extremely effective up close and personal, even even though it's just very small shot. So again, the Maverick itself, though, wonderful, wonderful value. Has from this end, you can see it's got a nice ventilated recoil pad. It's got the sturdy polymer furniture. Has an aluminum receiver, which is the same thing that you have on a 500 Mossberg 500, and it has, in this case again, a 18.5-inch barrel with a bead front sight, and has a 5-round tube. These also come in 20-round versions, or 20-inch versions, barreled versions. And with those, the magazine on the security model, the magazine goes all the way out to the end, and it'll hold 7 shells in it, plus 1 in the chamber. So this is 5 plus 1 in the chamber. These are great, great, great guns if you don't have a lot of money and you want something to defend the homestead and also be able to maybe do some hunting and things of this nature. It's extremely versatile and extremely reasonably priced, around $200. Okay, $200, $250, depending on where you buy them. They also have a combo pack that ships with this as well as an extra hunting barrel, which has 2 beads and a screw-in choke system. And that's only about $80 more when you buy the combo. So that's a heck of a deal, because if you buy the extra barrel individually, it's over $200 typically. So if you think, if you don't have a shotgun and you think you might want that longer barrel, I would suggest looking for the combo pack. Okay, but these are just excellent shotguns. One thing that's different about them in the 500 and the 590 and the Mossbergs is that the safety is not on the back of the receiver like you would find with those. It's on the front of the trigger guard here, more similar to, say, a Remington 870, although the Remington 870 has the crossbolt in the back of the trigger guard versus the front, which I actually prefer that. But it's not bad, and when you're looking at the price of these things, this is a very minor thing to worry about, okay? The trigger groups on these do not interchange with the other Mossbergs, but just about everything else does. The barrels will interchange with the 500 series, as well as the magazine tubes. If you do want to change out the pump handle up here, the forearm, it's tougher on this one because you can see it's pinned in. You have to remove pins and stuff, whereas it's a lot much easier because it's screwed on with the other models, okay? But, you don't buy this really, in my opinion, I didn't buy this to modify it all up, okay? If I want to do that and I want to put some money into a defensive shotgun, then, then buy a 590 or 500 to do that, okay? This is kind of my opinion. This is for budget-minded folks that want something that'll do the job and is reliable and extremely effective. This is the one, okay? And now there are other inexpensive shotguns out there, most of them made in Turkey. And I haven't seen, the reviews I've seen on those are not nearly as good as what you're going to see on these. They don't tend to be able to handle as many rounds without having difficulties in breaking something, whereas these seem to be like a Timex watch. If you remember the old commercials, takes a licking and keeps on ticking, right? So these do not have a choke, screw-in choke system. These are just cylinder bore, which means there's no choke to it at all, which is what you want if you're going to be shooting the slugs, okay? And also it's better for buckshot. And, so it's a great, it also comes with the swing swivels. If you buy the security model like I have here, they come standard with swing swivels installed. As you can see here, I've gone ahead and attached a sling to mine, which is kind of handy to have. The release for the bolt, okay, or the pump release is right here behind the trigger guard on the left side of it as you hold it. So you just push that in, and then you can stifle the action. And I do suggest that when you first get it, these tend to be a little stiff when you first get them. And so in order to kind of smooth them up, just take them and hold that lever down, and just keep, cycling it over and over, a couple 200 times until it helps smooth it out a little bit. And you'll find as you use the thing and shoot it over time, it will smooth up even more. Okay, and these are very easy to maintain. They take very little as far as maintenance on it. You just keep them lubricated with a little bit of oil, and occasionally clean the bore out. You can buy kits to do that, or bore snakes they make for 12 gauge. You just drop it through, pull it through, and it cleans the bore right out. And you can also take the barrels off extremely easily. You just unscrew this top cap on the magazine. This comes off, and then the barrel just slides right out. And then if you wanted to put a different barrel, if you buy the combination kit that comes with a hunting barrel as well, I think it's a 26-inch barrel. It has 2 beads and a screw and choke system. It's super easy to change them out. You just unscrew that and then take this one off, pop the other one back on, screw that back on, and you're done. And also in regards to that combo package, if you do not have any other shotgun, and this is the only shotgun you're going to have or planning to have, and you think you might want to do some hunting, definitely want to recommend their combo pack, where you buy the security model along with that extra barrel, that 26-inch ribbed barrel. And it's only about $80 more for that barrel if you buy it like that in the combo. If you buy it separately later, if you change your mind, you want to get it, it's going to cost you almost as much as the shotgun. It'll be over like $200 to get it. So much better to go ahead and buy the combo system. So shop around and find that if that's kind of your situation. It's my recommendation. Now again, the shotgun is a 12 gauge. It's going to be able to handle anything 2 3/4 like you see here. Okay, this happens to be AA Winchester target ammo, number 8 shot. But 12 gauge comes in so many different varieties and different things for different situations, different type of game hunting, that it's sold everywhere. You can buy it at Walmart. You can buy it in the country at the feed stores. You can buy it at your sporting goods stores. You can buy it pretty much everywhere. I mean, they used to sell it in the grocery store, and maybe probably do in some of the more rural areas of the country still. But you can get this everywhere, and it's very inexpensive. A box of 25 is going to run you about $8, depending on what brand you buy. It could be more if you buy a more premium type of a loading. Or, of course, if you buy slugs, they're going to, probably going to be $8 just for 5 of them, okay? So, or buckshot, in the case may be. So the specialty loads do cost more, but they're just available, and they do also have, these are both, I think this is considered a 2 3/4 inch, and this is closer to 3 inch, but it does have a chamber that'll handle up to 3 inch shells. Okay, so everything below it will not handle the 3.5 inch magnums, but most of the time you don't want those anyway. Those are for hunting turkey typically, or maybe goose hunting. It's a specialty load, and for a specialty gun that's usually quite a bit heavier as well to handle the extra power and pressure that comes with those. Okay, so for 99% of the shells that are available and what you want to do out there, this gun can handle it. Okay, another reason I recommend it. It does come in a 20 gauge as well if you're looking for that. If you prefer that, I don't recommend that over a 12 because you can get featherweight. For example, Winchester makes a AA featherweight, which is a reduced charge, and it will still be very effective for home defense, and it's much lighter kicking and recoiling. Okay, it does throw out a bit less shot as well. I think it's maybe 1 ounce shot versus 1 1/8 ounce shot. So not that big of a difference, or 1 1/4. So, but anyway, just so you know, you can adjust the shells that you use in a 12 gauge to fit your particular needs, okay, and your recoil sensitivity. Also, the other thing about this, because it is a Mossberg, is it does take Mossberg aftermarket stock. So if this length of pull on this, maybe it doesn't fit you too well, this one fits me fine. But if you're a little smaller, or maybe you're bigger, okay, could be as well, and you want to change out the stock, you can do that very easily with an aftermarket stock that'll fit any of the Mossbergs. You can also add a pad on if you're a taller person. You can just put on like a lace-on or a rubber extender pad, and it'll increase the length of pull. That's what Hitchcock45 does. If you go to his channel, and he's got reviews on these as well, and I recommend you watch those. That's what he does because he's like 6'8". So his answer to that is just to add another inch with a recoil pad, and so then it fits him fine, and he can shoot it great. As you can see, he actually shoots slugs at there at 75 yards. I think that's how far his gong is, and hits that gong like most of them. Like I think 4 out of 5 shots, or 3 out of 5 shots, he's hitting that gong from that distance, even though this is a smoothbore. So it's very versatile, and those slug loads can be very useful. Again, buckshot, as you see here, is very, very popular for self-defense, and your slug loads, and they have different ones, and you can see all the different brands. There's probably 100 companies out there throughout the whole world that manufacture and provide 12 gauge shot shells. So this is a great shotgun for you if you're on a budget. Even if you're not on a budget and you just want a good quality, you don't like to waste your money, and you want a good quality shotgun that'll do everything you need it to do, then I definitely highly recommend the Mossberg Maverick 88. Okay. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. I appreciate you. As always, please like if you like the video, and subscribe if you'd like to see notifications when new ones come out. Thanks, folks.